Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Pragya Mishra and I am the EVP of Customer Success and Operations at Courseplay. Courseplay is a 360-degree employee growth platform. The way employees upskill is ever evolving. And in this episode of our industry series dialogue, the topic of which is closing the skills gap, developing future ready talent. Join me as I dive deep into the world of HR with a seasoned professional who has navigated the complexities of regional HR leadership, change management, and talent development across Asia Pacific. Monica Diwan is the regional HR VP APAC of NIQ GFK. Welcome, Monica. It's great to have you in today's session.
Thank you so much, Pragya. Really a pleasure for me to join you today.
Do you feel that a company or an industry can bridge the gap of the main skills that you mentioned of big data, AI, and machine learning?
See, there are various ways, Pragya. The first starting point for any organization or any industry is to first understand the skill gap. And how that can be done is by evaluating your current as is situation and where do you want to be. And then what is it that will take you to reach that objective? Again, a very simple, plain, vanilla solution in terms of the process. But yes, what goes inside the process is what really gives you the perfect outcome. Okay, how well are you able to understand the situation? How well are you able to define your outcome and the needs or the competencies or the skills which will help you reach that outcome is what is needed. So which broadly means, one, you need to have a very detailed data available to base your decisions on, right? Okay. So you'll have to understand, you'll have to first have a definition of competencies and skill gaps as a database available for you. Okay. Then understand what is it which is lacking by evaluating the existing associates skills and competencies, and that is how you'll be able to reach the final conclusion. Now that's one thing of identify. After that, how do you bridge in? How do you fill that? Nowadays we are all living in a very tech enabled setup, right? We all love flexibility, we all love quick solutions, right? So that's the need of the hour. That's the requirement or an expectation of today's generation. So as an organization, we will have to respect this need. And instead of asking everybody to get stuck in a 2 or 3 days classroom sessions, give them those options wherein they are able to take their career in their own hands and pick up those bite-sized micro-learning options available. Okay, that could be one, or mobile-based learning options. So nowadays, a lot of organizations are there who invest upon e-learning programs. So that's one good way of doing it. But the challenge that comes into an organization is that how do you promote e-learning? Right? So you'll have to ensure that your e-learning modules are regularly upgraded. They are relevant to the organization. They have very clear understanding in terms of which role, which level, what profile should look at what kind of options. Right? So these are few things. Then along with that, you can always ensure that the tech enablement is very much used in creating your programs and modules, right? So very simple things, but generally what happens is we fall prey to getting quick solutions, and we do not look at mid-term or a long-term thing. We want quick short-term, that okay, in my TNI, I identified 3 competencies or skill sets to be worked upon. Let me call upon an expert speaker from outside, put everybody together in a 2-day session, and yes, I will get a transformed course from tomorrow. That will happen.
Correct.
All of us know, and we've realized it much more after COVID, wherein when we were forced to work online, our span of focus online or in anything is not more than 40 to 45 minutes.
Correct.
Okay, so in case you can break up those programs in smaller sessions, people would be able to, focus more. You'll get more efficiency out of it. You'll get more engaged associate. You'll get a learner who will be happy to pick up those things and imbibe them in their future working. So these are few things that I can come up with.
Makes sense. I really like the point of mobile-based learning because we are also calling it anytime learning.
Correct.
Keep the data ready with the employee and they can have it anywhere. But then don't you think that's a bit distracting also? This is something I've always wondered. I want to know your point of view in this.
See, it is okay. So I would say that it's the way you want to take it. Mobile in itself as an instrument or a device is distracting.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as you have some time, you pick up a mobile, you go to Insta, you fall prey to watching reels. Yeah. So that's something which everybody is doing. Can you convert that into, that usage of that time into something constructive is what we need to think of. Okay. There can be gamification of your training programs. Right? There can be many things. So you can always have these virtual options, augmented realities. So many such things. And kids or the youngsters nowadays, they would love to pick up these learning modules. Right? They're anyways playing video games on the mobile. There are so many games that they continue to play. So instead of that, if you position a training game and say that, okay, it's a 15-minute quick game, let's play it. I know of an organization who runs this program, a similar augmented reality program for its field workers, wherein they help them train on the way that you should walk around the roads and everything. So it's about road safety, because your field associates have to be on the roads throughout. So how do you ensure that the accidents are reduced? How do you ensure that you are able to look after the health of an associate or a well-being associate? So they give them these 15-20 minute augmented reality sessions wherein they help them maneuver through various roads, bottlenecks, traffic, and all that.
Pleasure.